Huya Super League number 2, $7,000, 16 players. Day 1 after the All-Star match yesterday that was won by Team Lin in a ferocious way, being down 0-3 and then winning the entire thing with 4-3 in the end. We go into the one-on-one section, and that is our bracket. Happy versus 120, Lin versus Yumiko, Sock versus Michael, WFZ versus Foggy, Lolai, Chao Kai, ReMinD, Fortitude, Focus, Chimiko, and Colorful already received a def win against PCG. Our first match comes from the southern part of the bracket. It is ReMinD versus Fortitude.
ReMinD, once he came back, he was heralded as the savior of this matchup. I remember Starshaped explicitly, along with some other night owls, saying that ReMinD is the guy to look out for, and of course he has a illustrious career throughout his attempts in Warcraft 3. And recently, though, has been looking okay, but not overwhelmingly impressive. The best night elf in the world is still Moon and is showing that over and over. But ReMinD, guess what, man? He's playing a neutral hero tavern opening with the Panda. Wow. We have seen this before. I think it was actually by ReMinD, right? Trying to harass the expansion here in Northern Isles. But this may not be an expansion play by Fortitude. We see him starting off with the Tuskar camp first. Finds a big mana right there. That's always very welcome. And a quick level 2 for him as well. Should be the same for the Panda. Starting off with 3 archers. Ancient of War at the same camp. Panda would love a big mana himself, of course. And Fortitude, having seen this Panda now, does he still want to expand? Or is that a little too dangerous?
That's so rough. Does he see... Maybe it depends on the potion. Oh, it's the big potion of mana. I would not advise to expand against that, but... Like, this is the perfect first hero and the perfect item drop. Countering Fortitude, because his thing, early expansions, mass footman, and what does the Panda counter best? Early expansions and mass footman. But we see Drunken Brawler, no Drunken Haze. Interesting choice.
So, that basically means if he at all goes for a Haze, that would be level 4.
Yeah. Isn't it too great for creeping to just skip it? But I mean, the camps early are kind of low. But in general,
what about that 7% dodge chance, Neil?
7?
7% dodge chance, hell yeah.
Isn't it 45 or something? It's crazy.
No, I mean on the Drunken Brawler.
On the Drunken Brawler. Ah, yeah. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah.
I guess the idea is he wants to be conservative with his mana, and should it come to fights, he's just gonna use the Breath, not the Drunken Haze Breath of Fire combo.
Yeah.
Drunken Haze Breath of Fire combo, of course, does quite a bit more damage, but it costs twice as much mana for not really twice the damage. Plus, I guess for early trading, the Brawler can be useful.
Damn, and these items are insane. Potion of Greater Mana for Fortitude, as well as the Pendant of Energy. And, oh, the creeps are helping here with this Hunch Saw. Doesn't have enough damage, I guess, as long as the Footmen are not committing. Footmen reach the archers. Interesting building position. Hunch Saw got cancelled. I'm not sure if he got the resources back. Okay, he did cancel it. The Wisper's running away, trying to run away. Oh, is he safe? Oh, no. It's a detonate right there. This is not how ReMinD imagined this early game to be.
Yeah, I feel like these archers are spending a little too much time running and not enough time shooting. Especially since there's no dust for Fortitude. Perhaps they could be a little bolder. However, I wonder if this is intentional. There is a farm at the lab, so a reveal could always come in. I wonder if he's daring these archers to play risky and to use Shadow Meld and then to find the kill. That would be pretty smart. So perhaps it is correct by ReMinD here to be so careful with his archers. And so far he has lost none of them. But also the Panda hasn't quite reached level 3 yet. That's of course the strength of human early game. With lots of militia usage, you can rush that level 3 quickly. Did result in a bit of a slower attack, but guess what? It wasn't even so slow, as tier 2 is finished now for Fortitude. And we're going to have rifles and casters coming in. What's the second hero going to be is the question. Alchemist, the answer. Makes sense. Seems to counter the Panda really well.
Fortitude is playing this really well. The big strength would be level 2 Breath of Fire, and he's keeping the Panda away from creeping with Archmage. Pretty much now Archmage only. So, no level 3 so far. Fortitude's year has been really, really great, being the MVP of his clan LP club in the gold finals. Also in a lot of weekly cups, he made it pretty far. ReMinD though, when he started his comeback, we thought, oh man, this is some interesting ideas. This is some great play. Making it into a weekly cup final against Focus already, after like 2 weeks of being back. But since then, what did he really accomplish? We saw some pretty weak ladder plays and not too many deep tournament runs anymore. So with this invite, hopefully he stepped up his game a little. The Alchemist already showing his power with the AoE heal. Panda, pretty much no impact.
Yeah, the defense footies backed up by the healing. Holding on fairly easily, it seems, against the Panda. Commits the big mana potion just for this little footy poke. To finally get him out of the main. So much healing from the Alch. Last hit goes to the Panda though, and that's level 3. Finally level 2 breath. And this should force the footies back. Yeah, you can see the difference. That level 2 breath now does hurt quite a bit.
125 damage, that's pretty damn good. But what's also pretty damn good is Rifle Casters, the normal combo of human these days. What's ReMinD going to do? Tier 3 tech, 1 lore, builds the... Oh, he has the second one up in, on the upper left. That's nice. So Reju and Roar will come in soon. So far, pretty much only tier 1 units. Alchemist has no mana, but also the Panda. Like, his entire pool burned and the big mana burned. So what to do now?
And it's only the beginning of daytime. This moon juice is gonna be completely dry. Needs a shop, needs clarities, needs rejuve. Which I guess he's gonna be getting soon. But I like the pressure here that Fortitude did. Forced the big mana out of the Panda, forced a lot of moon juice to be used as well. And all he really lost was a handful of footies. Militia coming in now to the natural. Is he expanding here now?
Tier 2 expansion from a Chinese?
Yeah, that would feel kind of like playing into the bear timing. Okay, he doesn't do it. He's falling back.
Claw plus 9, also pretty good. Thank you, Waggle, for the 8-month resub. Waggy? Waggy, right?
Waggy, yes.
Sorceress coming into the mix, as there is pretty much no Dispel yet. 1 Dryad. Oh, with Abolish, okay. But pretty low on Dryads. That's what we see more and more in the absence of a Mountain King. Few Sorcerers added to the mix. We've pretty much seen it all this year in Warcraft. We've seen Witch Doctors being good. We have seen Master Shaman. We've seen Necros with Frenzy. We've seen pretty much everything. But when is it time for Master Sorceress and Polymorph, Remo? I am still waiting.
I think we even saw it one game, but that was a game that was super over already. Yeah. One day, Neil. One day. Kustaf, thank you for the sub as well.
Nice.
Here's coming in at the perfect time. Reju is required. Fortitude looking quite aggressive over here with such a small force, but the reinforcements are coming in. Good Reju again. Panda starting to roast. He has 2 more breaths left. Can he get the last hit steal maybe? No. Neither the item. Is that another pendant? No, crystal ball.
Yeah. But he has the big mana potion still. Heal scroll as well. So much healing. And colorful. Fortitude. Like, big balls right now. He's so sure that he wins every single engagement. There's no catch in ReMinD's army. Not even like a little bit of slow. But that's about it. How is he supposed to get close to this human army with good kiting of Fortitude and slow? And even if he reaches with the Breath of Fire, there's always Heal Spray and now Wand of the Wind.
Yeah, Heal Scroll already. The Alch would get level 3 right here, and ReMinD already had damage finding kills before level 2 Heal Spray. Fortitude doesn't quite get it yet, though. Alright, in we go. Panda has the Orb of Venom now. A bit more damage added to the mix. But Militia here as well. This looks like a tough fight to engage for ReMinD.
Yeah, what does he want to do if the Panda is constantly up in the air? There's 2 Dispels, but you need it against slow as well. You want it against Water Elementals. There's so much to get rid of. And now this extra disable on top of everything. Rough game for ReMinD.
He's waiting for the Militia duration to run out, and that has now occurred. Once again, a breath comes in, but just the priests are healing it up, seemingly.
Yeah. Doesn't even need too much Heal Spray yet. Dispel on the Cyclone. Another charge used. Oh, Dryad falls. Level 3. How does he want to do any damage? Level 2 heal spray. Hard counter.
Panda level 4 going for Drunken Brawler 2.
Yeah, I don't get that build. And now it's time to end this. Night Elf pushed it back into its base. Towers coming up. Footman and soak up the Breath of Fire. Here comes the detonate, but doesn't hit the back line at all. Was nicely blocked by Footman and Peasants.
And the Alchemist has the big mana. And there we go. Suddenly 500 mana again for him. How nice.
Yeah,
this is too much healing. And on the other side, just not enough damage.
Yeah, nothing really worked for ReMinD. His game plan, I don't know. Maybe he expected an expansion 100%, and that's why he went for the Panda. Fortitude played so nicely around it, keeping pressure on the Panda very early on, reaching level 3 very early on. Lucky items, of course, but that goes for both sides, I guess. Tier 2 hero decision, absolutely the right one. Little bit of shop control, and that's how you win a game against ReMinD these days.
Yep, classic Fortitude playstyle. Fast level 3, a bit of pressure, heavy creeping early, and then tier 2 push. Not the flashiest player, but very effective. And the Panda here, what he needs is level 5, and I'm not even sure that it would be enough. No. Level 6 would be nice, but that is far, far, far away.
Yeah, Fortitude has to make up for something, right? His WGL qualifier wasn't the greatest. He wasn't too impressive there at all. So a good Huya run would be appreciated for LP Club. This is just a slaughter at this point.
Yeah, the Night Elves are struggling with their first hero choices nowadays. Keeper looks rather weak, Demon looks rather weak. Warden, she's looking good. But we see the Panda here, and I would rather put him in the weak category as well. That's just of this game. Alchemist level 4, AM level 4. This is over.
Ooh, breath. Yeah. No chance for level 5. The towers are coming up as well. Oh my god. 19, 17 supply. GG! That was rough.
Seems to be ReMinD's Northern Isles special. Panda, I think this is the third or second time now I've seen it, but yeah, really not that powerful looking.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe against other humans this works a little better. It was just a quick reaction by Fortitude. Quick adjustment. Well done. Like, not much to analyze here anymore, I guess.
Oh, I can't even mute myself in Discord anymore. Wait a minute. Where is that?
Why do you have to mute yourself in Discord?
Blowing my nose.
Ah, you have to use the Hangout mute. Yeah, the stream started 20 minutes ago. Sorry, the homepage time wasn't updated. I forgot to press the button. I entered all the correct times, but then the publish button.
Oh, dude. According to Weibo, 120 will be playing Orc against Happy.
Oh, back to the roots. Started off as an Orc, as Terra. What was his number again? 521? Terra. Check. Terra. I want to know that now.
We saw that yesterday in the ESL Meisterschaft, where Spooky off-race as Orc.
Terra 521. Got it. Yeah, Spooky, man. Qualified. Meisterschaft was pretty fun yesterday. We have our 8 players from the close qualifier. Juan, Toxi, Edo, Long Walk, Marco, Joker, Spooky, and Drunken, alongside the 4 players who made it through the Open Cups, that is Todd Spiral, and 10X Lord. I was a little worried that the Meisterschaft would be undeads only.
Yeah, me too.
But this turned out to be a great lineup.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun starting very soon. The regular season. 12 of Germany's greatest players. And of course, that is also happening for other regions there where ESL is providing a tournament, a league for Spain, for France, and for Oceania. So
Yeah.
Australia and New Zealand.
And that region also got Open Cups now, starting... I read that somewhere. Sunday, maybe?
Isn't it today?
Or today. That is also
Yeah.
possible.
ESL Open Cup, like it just started
Ah, okay.
20 minutes ago.
Ah, damn, I wanted to plug it, and now I'm too late. Sorry about that.
Where Moonglade, for example, is playing. Pretty cool.
Do they play on Korean servers then?
No idea.
Or are they playing on NetEase? That would be the best option, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't have a server of their own. That would be pretty nice to install, Blizzard, wouldn't it?
Yeah, especially since there's supposed to be a Pro Tour stop in Melbourne. So, yeah. Would be pretty great. Are we streaming all games or just cherry picking? We play the games that the admin tell us that we can do. That is, Remo, you're the master of the games today. We start with Fortitude ReMinD and then Foggy WFZ.
Yes.
And then
Happy 120.
Happy 120 and then Lin
Yumiko. Yes.
Okay, so the off-stage matches are Sok Michael, Lolai Chaukai, and Focus Chimiko. Man, it's a shame we don't see Focus Chimiko.
Yeah. That's kind of weird that it didn't include those, or that one, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have chosen it over Lin Yumiko, but since it's a Chinese platform and Yumiko is one of their star streamers, and Lin is the current world champion, maybe promotion-wise, it does make sense.
Oh, wow. Business, Neo. My goodness.
You don't get 90,000 followers for nothing! Oh, game has started.
Map 2, Amazonia. Does ReMinD have a special card up his sleeve here as well? Is it going to be a panda again? I would hope not. Alchemist Heal Spray seems a little too perfect of a counter. Question here has to be, is it Demon or Warden?
Wait a second. What the... Ooh, I'm confused. I figured something out. Wait, is there... Orkwolf is the host, right? Okay,
Yes.
So if you track an observer, then our new overlay is working. If you track a player, you start with the player vision, and then the new overlay isn't working. So now I know how to make it work that our new overlay is working all the time. I am genius.
That's very good. It is, in fact, going to be a Warden first here, which I am happy to see. But it's Amazonia, so she's not that easy to make work. There's no free level 3s. There's no mercs here. Well, there is technically mercs, but they're not so easy to acquire. We have seen the Warden played by Moon even on Concealed. Still crazy that that worked out so well. But that also felt like a Moon aura kind of game where he just could do whatever the hell he wanted. Because he is Moon. Perfect creep here so far by the Warden. Circlet is nice. And gonna be a quick level 2 for her. Question is, how is she gonna reach level 3? And is she gonna be accompanied by a second hero, or is this the Warden solo show?
Oh, we'll see about that. And what's the creep route going to be? Is Foggy gonna be inspired? Foggy. Is ReMinD gonna be inspired by Foggy and go for the merchant? Or does he find another solution to get this XP bar up to 3? No skill chosen yet, so he could harass with Shadow Strike or creep up further. We have one Wisp already in the north and an Archer moving there as well. This smells a lot like Mercs.
Yeah, Shadow Priest. We've been seeing that Shadow Priest pull more and more again on this map. Especially for the ward makes a lot of sense because those water elementals grant you experience, of course, and every little thing matters towards level 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
Fortitude here for once not prioritizing the level 3 instantly, but rather on level 2, running across the map. Footy's still parked in the middle for the most part. Oh, and Fortitude wants to pick off this Shadow Priest.
Oh, the block was okay for a second. Damage is not enough. Greets him with the Shadow Strike. He rejoins the fray. Oh, Dispel against the Water Elemental. That's a good way to gain XP. Second skill not chosen yet, so it's only Shadow Strike for now. But I guess keeping the Warden busy here is again a good play by Fortitude. More damage on the Shadow Priest. Gotta be really careful with that. And it's gonna drain Moon Juice as he used the Dispel already. Again, I like the early. Boots? Boots.
Warden also with boots. Yeah, the inventory for the Warden here is really good to chase down some footmen. And this looks pretty stable over here for ReMinD so far. Question is, how's that all gonna change on tier 2 when the Alchemist comes in?
Yeah. Think you tilted up for the 23-month resub. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that as well. Should be a perfect counter to it. And you... like, Warden second, late Tinker, I don't know.
Oh, the Wisp for the Detonate here is really cool. Ah, if he had gotten off the Dispel before he died, the Shadow Priest, that would have been pretty cool. That would have been the next Water Elemental kill. Yeah. Small mistake by ReMinD. This is only 2 archers.
Yeah.
Whoa. Ah, no, there's 2 more up. Wait, is it only 2?
I don't find any other.
He has to go Naga then, doesn't he?
Yeah, otherwise it's gonna be a super hard push.
Okay, here comes the Naga. Naga Warden combo on AZ, I like it. There's also so much focus fire that perhaps an Alchemist is not good enough to counter heal, out heal at all.
Dodged the Shadow Strike there. Sweet plays by Fortitude. Yeah, Alchemist is really good against area of effect damage. Like a Panda, like a Warden fan of knives. But if you have Shadow Strike and Naga focus fire, it's not the best heal in the world. I mean, it's still good, but might not be enough. Depending on the levels, of course.
I also like the double lures with this strat. Get the first 2 Dryads out early, get Dispel out early, and then look for more kills, find more levels, slow down the human, and you can still tech up later, which, if you find enough kills, should not lead to a deadly push on your side of the map. Dude, these items for the Warden are pretty damn crazy.
You are correcto. Lots of damage, plus 11. And boots, level 2 Shadow Strike is not unlocked yet. What's he going for? Is it Fan immediately against the Militia? Or... no, it's level 2 Shadow Strike. Trying to snipe the rifles.
Yeah, perfect creep jack timing right here. But in comes the Mountain King. Stonebolt on the Naga. You gonna let her die? No. TP, transfer. Shadow Strike is ready again. Okay, that's a rifle kill. Or a TP lost.
And an Archer. Buys quite some time. The first Rifleman really important. This will slow down creeping and this will delay the push a little. Level 3 is acquire, that's the most important thing. But it's going to be a lot of hero focus or unit focus. So potions are really necessary for Fortitude, I think. But now no TP anymore against the Mountain. ReMinD has to play a little bit more careful.
Yeah, especially the Naga, if she's out of position, can easily be focused. Diminishing priest numbers with Warden right clicks can also be really nice to prevent the easy heal. But as you said, because the TP is missing now, it's a little more dangerous. In the meanwhile, tier 3 is progressing. First 2 Dryads are out. We have Abolish coming in right now. I like that timing. 2 Dryads into Abolish, into Bears with Adept training.
Yeah. I agree. This seemed to make sense. The question is, will he have the necessary Bear numbers and the Master training ready for the big push of Fortitude? At the moment, the Dryads are really good. They pretty much disable the Archmage and give good control. But yeah, how will this pan out in the long run?
Did kill off one more priest right there. That's the strength of Shadow Strike level 2, plus Dryads and Naga. But when the militia come in, then ReMinD knows he can't take a fight. It's too much damage, too much tankiness.
A player's forces are under
Oh,
attack.
Warden might be forced into Blink right here. Ah, snap.
Yeah.
It's weird, after so many years of casting, I still oftentimes forget, right, they have stuff.
Yeah. But it makes for exciting moments, so why not? It's of course all on purpose for the show.
Of course. We don't make mistakes.
So-
Oh, that creep jack though
Yeah.
could be painful. MK, he's lining up the sights right now. What does he want to focus? Yeah,
Oh,
the Naga
boy.
seems to be the best target. Is there a staff for her? Yes, there is. Okay.
I think he swapped it before.
Oh wow, that's a nice play then.
Yep. Rock Golem with the big mana goes to the MK. Oh wow. So much Stormbolt to work with. Maybe even
A player's forces are under attack.
the enabler of Clap, and that's exactly what we see. Only level 1, of course, but additional slow, additional AoE.
If this Naga for ReMinD gets to 3 though, which granted at the moment is pretty far away, but if she does, it's gonna be a lot of burst damage.
Will you for once not underestimate the Fork Lightning?
I think I estimated properly.
For an AoE spell, the single target damage is pretty good. In combination with the Shadow Strike, even better, of course. Sork's coming
No
into the
shop
mix.
at all for Fortitude, no clarities.
Oh yeah, that's a problem for the Mountain King. But we all know how strong Brilliant Zora is, so no need.
Four
There's
bears
the-
out now. We have Master Training, we have Roar, bit more experience here in the middle. Ring for the Warden, you know what? That's not bad at all.
Yeah, she's constantly trying to chase units and be close to the rifles. Why not add more armor to the already to 5 native ones? But yeah, this is a human versus Night Elf game on Amazonia, and we haven't seen any kind of pushes by Fortitude into the Night Elf base. And this is due to ReMinD's playstyle. I like it.
Yeah. This is thanks to the Naga Warden strength along with the Dryads for early pickoff. Question is, this strong mid-game presence that Fortitude, ReMinD, decided to go for, how much of a setback is that going to be in the super late game when the Warden doesn't get to 5 so quickly? When she doesn't get to 6 so quickly?
Yeah, pretty much stuck on level 4 soon. Second natural taken out by Fortitude again. Scroll of the Beast. Oh my, this is the perfect items.
Yeah. ReMinD assessing the situation. Does he want to push in here? He must realize he's down in supply and will fall back. Could be double MG time right now. He has the resources but does not have the upgrades.
Sorceress Adept
A
upgrade
player's
coming
forces
as
are
well.
under attack.
Do we have the upgrades? Oh yeah. Ah, these upgrades. That's what you're talking about. Okay, yeah. This will still take some time. Fortitude. Could he even expand now? Well, he's breaking upkeep for the deadly 70 supply push and the flute. Jesus, the rifle damage.
And it's also level 3 MK from this camp. Ouchie.
ReMinD is not ready for this at all. It's +2 on every rifle, plus the Scroll of the Beast, which is the 25% buff. That's gonna be sick. That's gonna be super sick. We have the pure damage build of Fan and Shadow Strike. No blink.
Pit Lord 3rd, dude.
What? Howl
Oh my god.
or Rain of Fire?
Rain
For
of
double
Fire.
AoE. Okay.
Well, that's a ton of AoE damage now.
Can't you just walk out of it? Lots of Dryads as well. Clap into the bears. Oh man, heavy focus on Zarchmage. There's no TP on him, just invul and heal scroll. Double heal scroll though.
And militia are required. Militia are finally coming in, but they have very little duration left only. Nice claps from the MK, of course, forcing the invul rather early on. Rain of Fire on top once again. Fortitude has to fall back.
Man, that's a lot of kills for ReMinD so far. But how's it gonna look without mana? Because that's an issue soon. Fan of Knives doesn't hit too much. Mountain King also very tanky. Fork Lightning again could be 3 kills, but Water's out of that fight. Clap now to slow things down, and Fortitude is able to run away. But how long against these Dryads? Heal Scroll used as well. Another Priest falls, a little bit out of position, always in range of piercing. Clap again, level 2 for the Pitlord in just one fight.
Oh, getting focused now, but there's the staff. Double staff at this point. MK in trouble, getting heavily focused. There's no Invis here to protect him, and the MK is dead. AM now left by himself. Level 4 for him, but that's it. GG. And damn. Triple hero with the Warden.
That's
Works
pretty insane. ReMinD again with the 200 IQ play. That was really smart.
Super cool. Like, even with double heal scroll, that's too much AoE. Fan, Rain of Fire, Fork Lightning.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep his army alive.
I did not expect this. I thought Fortitude is gonna crush him. But no. No, just very well played.
The Warden is the way. The Warden is the way.
The Warden is the way for sure, but how many times have we seen a Warden fail also on AZ? Because the human was either too fast or too strong or whatever. But yeah. Those 2 Dryads in the mid game slowed down everything. Bringing the fight to Fortitude's base was helpful as well, so he couldn't push before there's like 4 bears. He was just ready for everything.
And this seems to be the new development with Warden against Human that also Moon showed, moving away from Mountain Giants. Is that perhaps the better way to go?
Can be a great tank, this Pitlord, with the right items. I don't know.
The great thing about Rain of Fire is also the rifles have to move. They have to walk away out of that AoE, so they're not shooting away like crazy to gun down the bears when they're clapped by the MK.
Yeah. I did not expect a game 3 here at all. I thought ReMind's getting crushed. What I've seen on ladder recently wasn't the most impressive, but when it's time for the tournaments, ReMind has smart ideas. That was his map, though. That was his for the taking, and now Fortitude with map choice. Game has started, so in 3 minutes we join.
Fortitude was also a little impatient there, pushed very aggressively towards the Night Elf main when he could have just crept the red camps. Could have also gone tier 3 at some point, probably ideally at the 50 supply mark. But yeah, he wanted to finish it again on tier 2, like he did on map 1. But that didn't work out.
Damn noise. Tonight at 7 CEST is the GGG's Cup. And isn't it the perfect day to throw in like a super weird map for this cup? Like Lost Temple, Nullwood.
Ah, yeah, true.
Plunder Isle. Something like that as an April Fool's. Remo,
It's at 6 though, isn't it?
It starts 1 hour later due to summertime, they just said on Twitter. It's up at 7.
Okay.
Remo chat says you sound so different in English.
Yep, I heard that before.
What's the speed scroll hype in chat all day? Did something happen yesterday that we missed? There's a lot of speed scroll talks.
I'm afraid I'm not in the know either.
Damn. We know nothing.
It's a pretty good item though. That's what I can tell you. I can also tell you how much gold it is. Do you know how much gold it is, Neil?
50.
50 gold, that's
I'll
right.
never forget this. Todd got owned by Speed Scrolls. Ayy. Thank you, Knopf, for the raid, by the way. Oh, looks like Speed Scrolls might be getting discussed on the town hall this Friday.
Fucking bullshit. Speed Scrolls are very good. I notice that on ladder all the time.
We're about to start into game 3. Dude, it feels like all the series that we cast in the past 10 days are super long. Or is it just my mind tricking me?
No, yes. Yesterday, the first series was stupidly long.
Really?
Colorful versus WZ.
I almost forgot.
But after that, we had a lot of 2-0s, actually.
Sure.
Yeah, that was a fun game on Twisted, man. You enjoyed that one, didn't you, Neo?
Mm-hmm. It was incredibly stupid. Thank God we don't have to suffer through Colorful versus PCG today. Oh, that's a little gift
from the heavens.
From the heavens to me.
After this first series, we're gonna have as a replacement instead Foggy versus WFZ.
Yeah, that's a match I'm looking forward to. As their WGL games were really cool in the semifinals. So 1-1. Let's decide this. Who's going to the quarterfinal? No safety net, no lower bracket, do or die.
Concealed Hill, map 3. Normally the map where almost every Night Elf says you can't play Warden here, but Moon showed us otherwise. Making her look not very strong here, but playable. Is ReMinD of that same opinion? No. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's the Keeper of the Grove.
Here we get the Remo rant about the Keeper of the Grove versus Human. Let the games begin. No? You're not saying anything about it?
I'm thinking right now.
Okay. Yeah, that could take some time. No Demon Hunter, no special Warden creep route, no Tavern build, just an almost old school Keeper of the Grove. So, did you channel your hate? Are you ready?
No, yeah, I'm in harmony with the world. I don't give in to hatred. Wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, Keeper, of course, 1.30. He was quite good. Was quite oppressive, in fact. But most recently, especially against Human, has shown that it turns out that once there's the spell, that hero is pretty awful. Which means, in straight up fights in the late game, he is very underwhelming. So normally can only be viable if you get ahead far economically or happen to somehow kill him or cripple him to the point of killing him before he gets the spell. So, first question I guess is, can you kill Fortitude before he gets the spell? I don't think so. I think that's very wishful thinking. So, this will have to do something with expansions, or Zeppelin drops, or both.
Right. Gauntlets and claws. Nice start for the Keeper, I guess. Fortitude will get level 2 here at the Spider Crabs there as well. Pretty much impossible to expand, I'd say, against Treants. I like ReMind's vision on the map. Wisps are everywhere. Almost foggy-esque. And here we have the first little engagement with Entangle. Not willing to use his mana yet.
Oh, running by towards the main. There is no Arcane Tower in there. Ooh.
Ooh.
Perhaps a little too greedy here by Fortitude, but he's just going for the counter pressure across the map. So what's going to be more dangerous, the Treants in the main or the Water Elementals?
Militia block the Keeper. Militia surround the Keeper. That was fairly easy. Gets a double kill out of this though. Micro is not perfect. Town Portal home. And what did Fortitude do as damage? Can't cancel the Moonwell really, or can he? Needs repair. Needs quite a lot of repair, but okay, he's backing off of it.
Did not bring a dust, yet still able to kill one archer over here. This is, of course, one of the big strengths of the Keeper. When you have this footy flood into your main, you can find counter kills fairly easily with the Entangle. And that looks like a pretty solid defense. Is that 2 or 3 footies dying?
2,
Something
right?
like that.
Something like
Also
this.
draining a ton of moon juice.
Pretty much everything, but it's nighttime. Just turned nighttime, so it should be okay. Footman saved, Archer saved. Feels like it's a different player playing map 2 and 3 compared to map 1 where nothing worked for ReMinD. Blacksmith tier 2, tower in the base now, and a little bit of healing. Take a bath at the fountain. We're close to level 3 now.
Could creep that where, though? I guess at the little green over into the corner, but other than that, hard to find that level up. AM would love to find his own level 3. Could use militia creep towards his green, but quite a bit of militia time was forced earlier, so lumber is a little bit low.
Oh, sweet wisp save. And gets the footman.
Oh, gets a return kill on the archer, though.
That's level
Thanks.
3 here. Oh, really? Whoa, that Shadow Melt has to use reveal. Can he reach though? Yes. Another entangle is another kill.
Yep. Footmen pretty much all being lost. But we have seen this before. However, now, with the level 3 on the Keeper and the Naga, this could be kind of a scary mid-game for Fortitude.
Yeah.
Question is also, what's his hero gonna be second?
MK.
Mountain King. No big surprise there. But yeah, this was a ton of experience and kills for this Keeper.
Alright. Archmage will... Oh, will it be level 3? I don't think so. This is not enough.
No, not quite.
What happened to the Fortitude of January, February? ReMinD is also getting the Ogre Lord.
The town is under siege.
Nice trap there once again. And... oh.
Nah.
That's a sad item. Can't make use of that at all with his ranged heroes.
Archmage trying to flank into the base to cancel anything, but ReMinD is just ready. Mountain King comes in now. Rifle casters parked in the main. Doesn't want to lose them to the Keeper, so waiting for Priest and Dispel. But very limited chances on the map right now.
This would usually be the time to use Militia to creep up more, either at the Natural, at the Lab, or at the Merchant. But instead it's just the MK and the AM here, the tag team, going aggressively with only their footies. Rifles now coming in as well. Archer's definitely in danger of getting Stormbolt sniped. Is he making any Dryads? Yes. 2 Dryads into Abolish once again. Some Night Elves completely skip Dryads nowadays, going Archers into Bears. ReMinD is not one of those.
Oh. Easy, of course, for them to get rid of Water Elementals, but this is still not an option. I don't know if he could be a little more greedy, as he only gets level 3 at like 7 minutes 40, which is very late.
Big item here. Big mana again for the MK.
So many mana items in this series. And another Water Elemental kill. ReMinD's base is all over the place. Tier 3. 3/4 done. The spell is ready as well. How is Fortitude getting out of his weak position now? Just wait
Kind
for
of weird
more
that they're
rifle casters?
contesting the middle so much after the Overlord is dead already.
Yeah. But I mean, if ReMinD is stalling time, he's fine with the 0 levels, right? It's only getting better for the humans, so I like that decision.
Yeah, ReMinD, Fortitude could instead be creeping his natural, could be creeping the fountains, which is doable with rifles. But yeah, he's getting slowed down on his MK quite a bit here. I wonder if he's not looking for the fight too much.
It's Brilliance Aura 2, by the way. So we won't see any water elementals. Maybe an early transition to Blizzard again.
First couple of bears are coming out. Master training in the works. We're gonna have 4 bears here, probably. Are we gonna see MGs this time? That's the question.
Will we see the
And Fortitude keeps pushing. Still no at level 3 MK.
No.
Doesn't have a heal scroll. Doesn't have an invul.
I don't like it too much. There's also not a single sorceress. But Militia called. He just simply had enough of this nonsense. Let's just end this somehow.
He doesn't have rifle damage upgrades yet. He's not in upkeep. He doesn't have heal scrolls. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Why does he feel so forced to push this now? I don't...
Yeah, he has the late game strat. I don't get it either.
Okay,
all right.
towers are now 3 bears and dryads. 4 bears actually, of course. Can he save this one? Staff maybe? Somewhere? It's on cooldown. Yeah, and that push was defended easy though, with a simple focus on the Mountain King. Oh, there's no shop. There's no shop. It's even hard to get
one
out
priest at least.
Yeah, well.
It's gonna take a little while, I guess.
A player's force
That was a super weird push.
Yeah. Oh well. Good thing is he can fall back, go for a plan B. He does have the MK, still has the big mana pot. Would be pretty nice now to buy a heal scroll. Invul. Could swing over to the red camp at the fountain. There's tons of experience there with now 6 rifles. That should be doable. No rifle upgrades yet.
A player's
Still
forces
no.
are
Especially the first one is so cheap. 100 gold.
Yeah.
Do it, bro. Do it.
The tavern time? No. He had the 5 supply open. He was shortly above 400 gold. Pitlord again, maybe? But not really necessary, I guess. 54 supply. It's a big supply lead. Oh, okay. Yeah. Big supply lead. And ReMinD is just waiting
town is under
to
siege.
catch reinforcements, to dive into the base. No Zeppelin. Oh, there is a Zeppelin for the left-hand side. Let's drop this.
Not committing into the back with the bears yet. Just sending in the treants. The Fortitude TP's home.
That's all he wanted, right?
Aggressively is the question. Oh, very aggressively. Staff.
Lots
Keeper
of
has 1
slow.
staff. But there's a lot of bears slowed down here.
Clap,
Oh,
even
this
more
could be
slow.
2 dying.
That was a little ambitious, I guess. Slow
Dispel.
still working.
Ooh, it's another bear going down.
Yeah. And he's supply stuck as well. Can only remake 1. Is there... I think a Moonwell died.
Yeah. And with that chase, Fortitude is kind of in position already to go for the next push.
Entangle an illusion.
I mean, whether he uses it on useless units or it gets dispelled right away, perhaps doesn't matter.
This
Yeah,
push
the weakness
is
of the
looking...
keeper is starting to show.
Yeah. This push looking way better with rifle upgrades, with 60 supply, with level 4 Archmage, level 3 MK, still holding on to the potion. ReMinD feels forced to go into a base trade. Thank you, Fazo Fast, for the 17-month resub. Don't stop! Don't stop! Okay. We won't.
Alright, just going for the Tree of Eternity. And guess what? He doesn't have Nature's Blessing.
Huh. Also, Wisps can easily be gunned down. We go for the human economy as well. Lots of militias save. And not the necessary number of bears anymore. Fortitude can, I think, just TP and hold this. Yeah.
Yeah. Kill the Tree of Eternity, then TP back. That seems to be the best play he can go for. And And gets the kill, makes it home.
Wow.
Can he once again find the bear pickoffs?
There's 2 times slow. Dispel.
A player's forces are under attack.
One staff is there, okay. But the MK with the boots. Very quick to chase. This second bear should be an easy kill. Oh, aiming for the keeper even.
Ambitious. There's a TP. Oh man, this looks very overwhelming.
Thank you, Alaska State WC3 team, for the €4. This is for Remo to get a beer to bury his sadness from the colorful tree of life Zapper fail. Thank you. MK in a bit of trouble. Invul protects him though. The Naga might be dead. Big mana potion plus clap could have been her end, but Fortitude shows a bit of restraint. Oh, these casters are a little too far forward. This MK a little too far forward. Fortitude!
Zap!
What's happening?
That's the second hero dead. That's what's happening. He picks up some casters as well. First MG is out. Dryad falls. Rifle falls. It's a slaughter here. Uh-oh. Entangle. No TP. The spell's against it though. For now. Super limited forces for ReMinD. No mana on the Naga anymore. Everything's slow. No dispel.
MK not being tavern revived, just normally from the altar. Quite a few kills here, honestly, for ReMinD, but also AM hits level 5. This should be Watch on Metal 3, I think. Not enough Dryads, really, to dispel. Oh, there we go, MK's back, in fact, from the tavern. Only chance is hero kill.
With the potion,
ReMinD.
that makes sense. Keeper is going down, and the Naga as well. GG! Fortitude struggling, making weird decisions, but stumbling into the quarterfinal.
Yeah, that was quite the unusual series there for large parts. But Fortitude prevails. Our first, or I guess second player, along with Colorful in the top 8. And our next match is going to be Foggy versus WFZ.
Oh yeah, some European participation. Night Elf versus Undead to determine the third player going in to the final 8. We'll take a little break and then we're right back with the Huya Super League number 2.